Hey, you're watching Alexa. Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm doing my first update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows, and I'm so excited about this because I exceeded my expectations here. If you didn't know it already, which I'm sure you do if you're familiar with these types of videos, this is a rolling style eyeshadow oriented project where you roll in 5 eyeshadows and work on them until you either reach your goal or hit pan on said shadow, well, one of the 5, and then you randomize your selection of the next shadow that would take its place. This helps you sort of come up with looks with 5 different eyeshadows that you maybe wouldn't have otherwise, because we tend to kind of get into a routine when we gravitate towards certain shadows and so forth. This concept was started by Alexi. I'll link her channel in the description box down below, and definitely check her out because she's doing this project again this year and she has a couple of playlists on it and it's very fun to watch. I was in awe of her previous videos, and seeing other people do this project as well really is what motivated me to try this out this year. I think it's pretty obvious, given the big smile I have on my face, I obviously hit pan on at least one eyeshadow this month. Let's go into the eyeshadows, shall we? So the first item that I randomly selected was this palette from Rimmel. This is the Magnif'Eyes Spiced Edition, and I luckily got this second shade right here. I've not hit pan on it, but feeling it right here, there's quite a bit of a dip. I actually used the Rimmel Nude eyeshadow the most out of all of the other shades in this. I used it a total of 17 times this month. The next eyeshadow I got was from this Revlon Quint, or Quintet, and it was this glittery shade down in the corner. I was worried about this initially because there's quite a bit of fallout on it, but I have managed to use it a few times. I think I'm gonna keep it in a bit longer and see if I can make more of a dent in it. It's the shadow I used the least out of the 5, obviously because it has fallout and glitter, and it's just kind of, I mean, I don't gravitate towards glitter the most ever. The next item is from the Wet n Wild palette. This is the Rosé in the Air, which was in my project pan last year. So that's why I actually managed to hit pan on my 3rd shade right here. I actually hit pan on it today, and today is January 28th, the day of filming this. I used this a total of 12 times this month, and I'm so happy that I'm going to roll this out because it was just really odd that I ended up getting this palette out of 458 pans. Who knew I would stumble onto this palette again? It's very heavily loved, as you can see, considering how little makeup I wore last year. The next shade that I got in my little random selection was this 3rd shade in the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I used this shade much more as a topper. Now, there are going to be some pictures posted at the end of this video to show you some of the looks that I've come up with, and I try to post them on Instagram once in a while and carousel posts. So if you'd like to go follow me on Instagram, I'm at Alexa Likes on there. Anywho, Urban Decay eyeshadows are notoriously difficult to pan, and considering the amount of usage I did, and it's not really a shade that I could do all over the entirety of my lid. It's more of a topper shade or a lid shade. I used this 9 times. The last eyeshadow in my current 5 is one from this Pixi palette. This is the Pixi Eye Reflections Shadow palette, and it's in the shade Natural Beauty, or the Natural Beauty edition. And the shade name is Cocoa Shimmer, and it's the one down here. I found that when I mixed it with the Wet n Wild pinky shade, I was able to get this wonderful purple out of it, and so I really actually enjoyed using it. And it has a little bit of gold glitter, but nothing too crazy, thankfully. I used that a total of 12 times. Having panned the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air pink shade. That brings my pan percentage up from 1.53% to 1.75%. I now have 8 pans showing out of my 458 pan collection. A couple of the complementary shades that I've used for these eyeshadows have been things I've picked out in either my Shop My Stash or something I randomly picked out one day, which was a bright yellow eyeshadow from The Body Shop called Sunshine Love. I really enjoyed pairing that with a Wet n Wild pink shade that I panned this month. I've also been using this Lancome eyeshadow in Boundless Blue, which I'm actually wearing on my lids today. I've really enjoyed using that over top of either the Wet n Wild pinky shade or just honestly with any of the neutrals that have been in this project. I've only used that one about 4 times so far, but I will be rolling that out when I do another Shop My Stash soon. Now I'm going to open up the Pretty Random application to randomly select our next shade. I got number 49. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Number 49 is the Balm Nude Tude palette. The shade Sassy, which is this white shade up in the corner. That's pretty sassy. Universe giving me a freaking white. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure how much eyeshadow is in here. Let's see if I can see the grams on the back. Maybe this won't be so bad. I'll pop it on the screen. So be it. So be it. Fortunately, the pans look small, but they might, I don't know. Oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the old swatches versus the new swatches. Not all that different, but yeah, there's a photo of and or video clip of the quintets. And now I'm going to end the video with the looks that I've created over the past month, or some of the ones that were noteworthy, I guess, on the days where I was able to take selfies. Let me know if you like them in the comments down below, if there's any particular look that you like, and if you have any suggestions on how I should go about panning that sassy shade in Nude Tude. Please let me know down below. All right, I look forward to next month's update. I hope you guys are all having a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.